How you doing, everybody? Dragon Wolf Pup here with some more sorcery. In the last episode, we made it up here to the bridge of Uncas. After exploring and almost dying, actually dying multiple times, but yeah, in the Jaker mines. And in this episode, we will be continuing our journey through the Shamuanti Hills on our way to Khare, starting from us walking. Another hour passes as you finish the climb. With the sun starting to hang heavy in the sky, you reach to the top and meet with the other end of the rope bridge. It may look stable, but it is undoubtedly a death trap set to part travelers from their gold and from their lives. You continue on down the slope as evening draws in. Yeah, so this thing is deadly. I kind of suspected so. Alright, head for the town. Some way down the hill you stop for a rest, and sit on a boulder to survey what lies ahead. The path leads downwards, and at its foot, cradled between three peaks, is a village, and a quite large one at that. Behind you the sun is falling rapidly into the hills. It will be night soon. Let's approach the village. The village looks like a good place to stop. You hop down from the boulder and make your way forward when an overhanging branch touches your face and you hear a lively chirping. Stop! You freeze. Hovering by your shoulder is a small creature the size of a bird. It is childlike but very thin with green skin, and it flits around you on transparent wings. It seems friendly enough. It even lands on your shoulder, its tiny clawed toes pinching slightly. Greetings, little creature.
And hello to you!
The creature replies, chirping.
My name is Jen.
That is an ugly-ass creature. Sorry, that picture. What are you? The creature does a backflip and gives a low bow.
I'm a Mennonite. Pleased to meet you.
It reaches out a tiny hand and shakes your earlobe. What can you tell me about the village? Is it safe?
That's Birritanti, and it's very safe. It's the largest village in the whole of the Shamuanti Hills. Every traveler who comes this way spends at least one night there, so it's a bit expensive, especially for Mennonites, but pleasant enough.
The creature starts hopping up and down.
Come on!
It grumbles impatiently.
Let's get going, can't we?
Well, let's get going then, I guess. The creature staked you by the ear in excitement, and you set off along the path once more. You descend into the bowl of the valley. The hills on either side are toweringly tall, and throw the village in a deep shadow. It would seem a very gloomy, threatening place, but from the streets come the distant sound of laughter and merriment. So if you're wondering, yes, I'm going to do that voice whether you like it or not, and I'm not going to change that because I really like that voice for the Mennonite. So if you don't like it, well, too fucking bad! You continue along the path. The sounds of festivities grow louder. It's almost spooky here in the shade of the valley, and so long on the dire road. The people in this village seem to be enjoying themselves.
See?
The Mennonite on your shoulder remarks.
I told you it was a happy place.
Jen, what's going on here? Are they bewitched?
No, if that was magic, believe me, I'd know. This is the Festival of the Young.
What's that?
Well, take a look.
Jen waves a little hand around the village.
The idea is once a year the children are allowed the freedom of the village. It is a time of great fun and lots of pranks.
It becomes quickly obvious what he means. You pass the first few buildings where you find a number of children sitting in the street and drinking ale from deep mugs. Further on, a young boy is holding a old woman over his knee and spanking her. On the other side of the street, a group of boys is fighting outside a hut with a sign that reads Glengdragger's Tavern. It is all complete mayhem. Yeah, let's. I mean, leave the old woman. It's their Yeah, it's their festival. See. You consider helping the woman, but there is nothing you can do. It is their festival, after all. Let's enter the tavern. Behind the bar, a thick-set man is wiping mugs down with an old rag. Greetings, stranger. I am Glendragor. Can I be helping you? Greetings. I've come a long way. I'm sure you have. Take a seat. You do so, and Jan leaps up onto the counter. Glendragor seems amused rather than alarmed by the creature. I have something for you. Huh? I kind of want to know what happens. Hmm. I have something for you, you tell him. Oh, yes. He looks at you expectantly. Ever seen this before? Sliding off the armband, you show it to him. I haven't, he replies, whistling through his teeth. But I know what it is, of course, but you better keep keeping that. It's worth something. He pushes it back to you and you put it back on your arm. Been a while since I met a true warrior, he says. Where are you headed for, warrior? I'm headed for Khare myself. Of course you are, he grins. Everybody comes through here is going to Khare, or running away from it. That voice hits my throat. But I'm doing it anyway, because no pain, no gain. Anyway, what can you tell me about it? Ah, Khare. I loved a girl in Khare once. It's the town for love, you know. You have to live every day like it's your last in Khare, 'cause the chances are high that it will be. Now there is a city of thieves, if ever there was one. I'm sure you'll be right at home. I can watch my back. Well, don't forget to watch your front as well, Glendragor beams. They'll come at you whichever way. Glendragor goes back to wiping down his bar, then a thought comes to him. You'll be passing through Torpani, I suppose. The Sphinx in Torpani are normally a merry lot, but they're pretty depressed at the moment. There's a real gloom about their place. I'll bear that in mind. You're a thoughtful soul, I see that. From the counter, Jan issues a loud burp. He's been sipping ale from puddles on the bar top and is now quite drunk. Let's wake him. You poke the little creature, who clambers boozily up your finger, but then topples off and onto the floor. Leave him there if you like, Glendragor says. I'll pick him up and put him in a mug. But you don't quite manage it. At the last moment, Jan rouses himself and flies wobblingly back onto your shoulder. I love you, he whispers into your ear. Aw, Jan is cute. Alright, let's head further into town and see what happens. You head out of the tavern and turn a corner to find a group of girls standing by a signpost pointing to the crystal waterfall. They're tripping up their elders as they pass and giggling. Sure, let's ask about the waterfall. You stop by the group and ask them about the waterfall, but they are too distracted by Jan, whom they delight in poking, tickling, and generally cooing over. After a few minutes of asking them about the waterfall, you give up and walk away. One of the girls calls, "Come back!" Another shouts, "The water is good for you!" Jan sighs, already missing the attention, but comes back to rest on your shoulder. You leave the girls to their snickering. Let's get to the waterfall. See what happens. You go back past the girls and head up a path that climbs through a crack in the mountainside. Soon the air is filled by a thundering. It is quite a climb, but eventually you turn a corner through a narrow cleft in the rock and catch your first glimpse of the tall natural waterfall plunging down from the cliffs overhead. Large crystal stalactites hang down either side of the water. There is only one path to reach it, winding up the rock face, and it passes by a small hut where a ruffian is collecting money. Hmm. Let's see if I can. Yes, I can! Haha! Illusion of treasure. You cast the spell, but nothing happens! What? Bastard! Can I haggle? 3 gold pieces for a bath? You're a thief. The waters are healing, the ruffian explains quickly. They'll do more than make you clean. I'll give you 2. The ruffian considers you for a moment. He seems to be won over by your manner. Alright, 2 gold pieces, but don't tell anyone I did it. Should I push it? I shouldn't push it, but I'm gonna see what happens if I push it. I'm not a charity. Oh, great. Alright, fine. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, let's get to the waterfall. It's just incredibly unremarkable. You head up to the waterfall, which cascades forcefully into a deep pool. You strip off your clothes and dive into the pool while Jan flitters to froth. The cool water is fresh and invigorating, and you feel yourself getting rapidly better. You feel a huge swell of you, you feel a huge swell of confidence. Coming here was the best decision you have made. Now you can move on refreshed and ready for the night. Let's sleep by the waterfall. The idea of going back to the village now is unappealing. You are fresh and calm, and the scenery here is beautiful and peaceful. Getting out of the pool, you dry off, collect your things, and head off into the trees to find a spot to rest. Between curling roots, you find a small place to settle down to rest. Jan perches a little way above on a knot and is quickly asleep. You are tired enough to follow suit. You rest your head back and okay, well, great. You rest your head onto your backpack and close your eyes. Perhaps a few hours pass when you wake suddenly, aware of a shadow moving between the tree trunks. It turns as it sniffs the air. A wolfhound! Can we cast a spell? Let's cast. Yes. Yes. La! Ha ha! I just had the perfect one. Oh, wow. Fantastic. So, nothing happens. Great. Alright, the beast roars and howls, so it's probably going to attack, which means I'm still better anyway. So that's 4. The wolfhound creeps towards you, jaws dripping and fur shedding wet. It will not listen to reason. You charge headlong. It bounds forward only to run itself into your blade. It writhes and howls. As the wolfhound gets weaker, its snarl gets madder. Oh, that's great. You turn your blade for about for a manic blow. The wolfhound draws back. The wolfhound is crawling now, its fur thick with dried blood. The slavering beast charges for your blood. You react on instinct, dodging around the tree for cover. It's dead. You turn your sword about for a vicious attack. The strike lands deep. As the wolfhound weakly opens its jaw to bite, you plunge your blade between its teeth all the way down to its heart. The wolfhound howls, a gurgling, blood-soaked sound, and then it dies. 1 stamina lost. Decent dueling. The beast defeated, you pause to regain your breath and swipe your sword. Then, once satisfied, you lay down again to try and sleep. Jan flutters down and resettles on your shoulder. Your dreams are filled with walking, with peaks and valleys and endless paths. A curious light plays across them, building walls to heights before ruining them as it moves away. The rest of the night passes silently. Alright, and now, beyond Birritanti. You rise early from your spot beneath the tree. As you gather your things, Jan leaps up and onto your shoulder.
Ready to go?
He chirps. You pass through the village, which is now as quiet as a grave, and rejoin the path on the far side of Birritanti. The sun sits on the horizon like a gleaming jewel. If all goes well, you will reach Torapani today, the last village in the Shamuanti hills. After a short climb, the path breaks, leading uphill to the left and downhill to the right. With Torapani so close, it hardly matters which way you go, surely. Do I really want to go through the forest? Either way seems long enough, so let's go left. What's over here? We go left, you decide.
Good choice.
Jen replies. The path slopes gently downwards through the shrubby forest, across patches of dry, weary earth. The Shamuanti hills are relatively verdant compared to the backlands beyond the Jabaji River, and you can see the influence of that desolation already creeping into the soil like a spreading infection. Then you rise a power. Then as you rise across. Dang it! Then as you crest a rise, a powerful, pleasant smell reaches your nostrils, and you see off to your right a path through a field of beautiful black flowers. Black flowers? Jan? Jan, what are those flowers?
Who knows? Who cares?
Chirps the Minimite, dancing about on your shoulder impatiently.
This is the shortest path to Torapani. Do you want to get there or not?
Sure, let's go out through the field. Shaking off your unease, you head forward into the field of curling black flowers. The smell of their blossoms gets sweeter as you move further in. It makes you feel giddy and lightheaded. You start to skip and jump with merriment, and Jan is likewise full of glee. Your head is Okay, if I've ever seen fucking the Wizard of there's a skull right there. If I've ever seen the Wizard, go back. No, 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 no. Oh crap. You consider turning back, but when you turn, it is only to turn about on the spot and throw you. I'm dead. Push forward through the powers, but quickly break out into a run before hurtling yourself headlong. Fuck. Eat the flowers. You know what? I'm dead anyway. Sure, let's eat the flowers. Trying to absorb as much is a skeleton. He blossoms between his bare jaws, and more blossoms grasps in his home. Nope. Leave. You lie back among Go! God damn it! Run! And I'm dead. The Black Death fills you with such a joy that all your troubles are forgotten as you slip into a deep, wonderful sleep. Great! Well, that's fantastic. Let's rewind. Nope. There was something about the flowers that makes you uneasy. We're going the other way, you tell Jan, turning back and heading downhill once more. The Minimite complains but does not leave your shoulder. Great. I should have expected that somehow, but I didn't. You climb a rise. The way is not too steep, and as noon approaches, you have crested the ridge and are descending yet again. You are now at the highest point of the hills. Where the trees are thin, the view west goes on forever, and sometimes you catch glimpses of Khare on the northern horizon. No, let's just keep going. You decide not to stop and eat, but push on. Jan is in a talkative mood, over the worst of his headache from last night's drinking, and fills the air around with his chatter about what he can see, how things smell, and what he plans to do once he makes his fortune in Khare. It is enough to make you wonder if you could sell him as a companion to a blind old lady somewhere. You pass from the open hillside into a patch of deep forest. Quite suddenly, Jan falls quiet and hisses in your ear.
Stop! Stop now!
Stop, but say nothing. You come to a dead stop. Jan is right. Something is moving through the trees behind you. A moment later, a point of steel has emerged from the darkness between the two trees and touches your neck.
You've seen me. I know it.
I see nothing. You are quite safe. It is not I who is not safe. You have a moment to draw your sword before the tall, dark figure of an assassin emerges from the trees. He is dressed head to toe in black, and you had not seen him a moment before, even though he had been standing mere arm's length away. He wields a sharp scimitar in expert hands. You bring your sword up to bear. I'm gonna... No, he's an assassin. He's probably gonna try and kill me. Nope. I should have expected that. The assassin nods at you, taps 2 fingers against his chest, and readies his stance. You measure the weight of your sword, then bring it up to deliver a cleaving blow. The assassin covers himself. Closing his eyes, he murmurs a quick prayer as he sets his stance. Alright. You drop yourself into a crouch as he powers forward, but it only tires him out. You are mostly unharmed. The assassin laughs appreciatively. Alright, okay. I see how this is. Time to attack. You rush forward with a deep, heavy slash, but the impact clangs against his turned sword. He grins. He is left breathless, but otherwise unharmed. My duty is to sever your head from your neck, the assassin tells you, in a voice cold as polished marble. You will not hold me from it. It's probably not... I need to defend, yeah. Just making sure. You have upped your defenses as he tries a deep slice, but you roll out of the way, mostly unhurt. He nods to you wisely. The assassin spins his sword about to shift the sword across his body. Alright. Hold firm and keep up your defense. I'm too lazy to read all those. Thrust! Why is it whenever I attack, he's always defending? He's... Damn it! Fuck! Okay, alright. You bastard. Stop defending when I'm defending. I mean, stop defending when I'm attacking. I will not defend. Oh, come on! Damn, he's smart. Alright, here we go. Gotcha. Alright, just one more. Just one more. Come on. Nope. So, here we go. You're... Ah! You bastard! No, that's not good. Die. Thank you. I want to try that again, because that was terrible. Alright, let's try this again. Yeah, he's gonna do something powerful. I can... Wait, is he gonna... he might be defending... I'm gonna do... Ah! Damn you! Defend, okay. Nope, okay, fine. Okay, go. Yes. Gotcha! Alright. The trees watch as the battle unfolds. Relentlessly you cut and thrust, keeping him pinned. You swing a masterful swipe. He is off balance and moving slowly, and the blade goes deep. He turns and tumbles, releasing his sword as he topples. I am not so proud as to not admit when I am beaten, he groans. You may finish me if you do so choose, but if you do me an honor and use my own blade. He's gonna come after me if I don't kill him, or either that, or something's gonna attack him or kill him, so you know what, yeah. With a single blow you finish the assassin. He dies with his lips pursed in a silent prayer, not cursing you, but commanding his own soul to a better place. You rifle his body. You rifle his body for a measly 3 gold pieces, then continue on the path out of the woods and onto a dusty hillside. Jen, for a brief while, says nothing. Perhaps she is shocked, but the blissful silence does not last for long. And with that, attack of our character by this assassin, we are going to end this episode here. And in the next episode, we will make our way into, or possibly around, Torre Pani, and finally get to Khare. But like I said, that's in the next episode. So until then, see you guys next time.